For a closer look at how the impact of the story is having around the world, I spoke with Mike Bako, sports managing editor of the Daily National website.
I think they're shocked about this because he does have that great backstory. Obviously, having his two legs amputated below his knees before his first birthday, and then being able to go on and achieve these great athletic achievements, and really being the pride of a nation. To see him fall like this is not only painful for himself and for the victim's family and for his family, but also for the nation itself who embraced him.
With the intense scrutiny around athletes, why do some of them wind up in violent situations?
If we had the answer to that, then I think a lot more athletes would not only have their lives, but have their careers. You really don't know. In a situation like Oscar, there was some violence in the area. There's a high murder rate in the area where he lives. So that's one of the reasons why he had a gun. People of wealth tend to have guns there. But in terms of a global situation here with Javon Belcher killing not only himself, but his girlfriend, the mother of his child, we really don't know. If we could get to the cause of that, certainly with football players, with soccer players who sustain head injuries, with boxers, those could be one of the reasons. And then obviously just the culture of being an athlete and of being a celebrity going to your head, thinking that you're above the law in some way, that could also play into it as well.
Regardless of what happens, if he ends up innocent, can he compete again? Will his brand be damaged?
I think his brand will be damaged just because of the nature of the incident. But if this does turn out to be accidental fire, if this does turn out to be self-defense in some way, those are things that people will look at on a whole. And if he's found not guilty or if charges are not brought against him, it'll certainly hurt his brand in the short term. It'll be something that he carries with him for the rest of his life and his career. But I think that if he could achieve on the field, this is going to be something that people will remember, but it will be a footnote.
Is there anything else that you're hearing in the online world, in the sporting world, about this particular case?
I think what we have to look at now is the fact that there were reports from neighbors about loud noises, arguments going on earlier in the night to the point where police were called and alerted to this sort of situation. So in terms of it, sort of painting a bad picture just from the outset before all the facts are known, that's something that everyone is pointing to, and that's what people are telling me in terms of saying, you know what, there's going to be more to this story in terms of where it's leading. It doesn't really look like it was an accident because of some of those earlier police reports.
Okay, Mike Bako, thank you so much for your time and your insight.